In a charming little village, there lived an elderly woman named Mary. She was well known for her kindness and generosity, always ready to lend a helping hand to her neighbors. Though she lived by herself, she was never truly alone. Villagers often visited her to seek advice and share their stories. In gratitude for her warmth, they brought her food and necessities, ensuring she was always cared for. One crisp autumn morning, Mary set out for the forest to collect firewood. As she ventured deeper among the trees, she noticed something peculiar, a large, old pot, partially buried in the ground. Intrigued, she brushed off the dirt and opened it. To her amazement, the pot was filled with shimmering gold coins. Mary's heart raced with excitement. She envisioned a new life, one filled with comfort and luxury. She imagined herself in a grand home, sitting by a magnificent fireplace in an elegant chair. But there was a challenge. The pot was far too heavy for her to carry alone. Determined, she created a makeshift sled using wooden planks and secured the pot with a strong cloth. With great effort, she began dragging it toward her home. As she pulled the pot along, something strange happened. The gold coins inside started changing color. When she paused to rest and took a closer look, she saw that the gold had turned into silver. A wave of disappointment washed over her, but she quickly reminded herself that silver was still valuable. She continued forward, reassuring herself that she could still afford a comfortable life. However, as she dragged the pot further, the silver changed once more, this time into iron. Mary stopped in her tracks, staring at the pot with a heavy heart. Her dreams of wealth and luxury faded away. But then, she took a deep breath and smiled. She realized that before finding the pot, she had already been happy, living a simple yet fulfilling life, surrounded by the kindness of her neighbors. Sitting down to rest, she chose to appreciate what she had rather than mourn what she had lost. She thought of her cozy little home, the warm meals her neighbors shared, and the joy she felt in helping others. She now understood that true happiness didn't come from riches, but from love and generosity. With newfound clarity, Mary decided to leave the pot behind and return home. That evening, as she sat in her old yet comfortable chair by the fireplace, a deep warmth filled her heart, one that no treasure could ever provide. She continued living as she always had, sharing kindness with her neighbors and receiving their love in return. Mary had learned a valuable lesson. True happiness comes from within, and no amount of gold could ever replace it. No matter what life brought her way, she remained joyful and at peace, richer in spirit than any wealth could ever make her. The villagers noticed the change in Mary's demeanor. They saw the wisdom in her actions and admired her even more. As years passed, Mary's legend spread beyond the village, reminding people far and wide that happiness lies within. Even in her old age, Mary never regretted her decision. She remained grateful for every simple moment in life. Her story became a timeless lesson for the village, passed down through generations. The forest remained untouched, with the pot still buried beneath the leaves, a forgotten relic of a lesson well learned. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying Mary's wisdom through time, reminding all who heard it that true happiness comes from the heart. And so, Mary's name lived on, not as a woman who found gold, but as one who discovered the true treasure of life, contentment and love. Let's learn some words from the story. Astonishment, great surprise. Example, her face lit up with astonishment when she saw the gold coins. Makeshift, a temporary or improvised solution. Example, she built a makeshift sled from wooden planks. Reassuring, giving comfort or confidence. Example, she kept reassuring herself that silver was still valuable. Despair, complete loss of hope. Example, she felt a deep sense of despair when the coins turned to iron. Content, in a state of peaceful happiness. Example, she was content with her simple life in the village, serene, calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Example, the forest was serene with the sound of rustling leaves. Resourcefulness, the ability to find quick and clever solutions to problems. Example, she showed resourcefulness by making a sled for the pot. Pang, a sudden sharp feeling, especially of sadness or regret. Example, she felt a pang of disappointment when she saw the iron coins. Gratitude, the quality of being thankful. Example, she expressed her gratitude by helping her neighbors in return. Reassurance, the action of removing someone's doubts or fears. Example, she gave herself reassurance that everything would be okay, even with the iron coins.